DirectTV, the cable company, has dropped, for now, at least, Newsmax, which is one of the most prominent media outlets where executives have tied themselves to Trump. As a result, Newsmax is among the right-wing interests that have been investigated for their involvement in promoting lies about the 2020 presidential race. Dominion Voting Systems, the voting technology company that for some reason became the subject of many conspiracy theories about this election, sued Newsmax among other targets including Fox for defamation. As for DirectTV's situation, the dispute is contrary to the criticism of more than a dozen House Republicans who recently signed a letter to the TV provider not about politics. According to DirectTV's explanation of the negotiations, Newsmax wants DirectTV to pay license fees for broadcasting its content, although DirectTV has disputed the cost implications of those payments and how every American can access it. Free on Newsmax content online. The supplier suggested that the higher prices could lead to increased costs for consumers. Making Newsmax content available to third parties violates commercial appeals that could potentially grant rights that would allow the channel to receive controversial royalties. Newsmax CEO Christopher Ruddy spoke directly to the channel seeking a distribution fee, as is known to pay. That's completely wrong. DirectTV knows that no carrier pays anything while Newsmax broadcasts for free, Ruddy said. And the Daily Beast has reported that, according to the disclosure of sources, the channel is preparing to follow the DirectTV system and stop the availability of streaming video content for free, although time will tell if this service change has taken place. Newsmax was officially pulled from the DirectTV lineup as of Wednesday on the East Coast. Many times, we have made it clear to Newsmax that we want to continue to offer the network, but ultimately Newsmax's demand for rate increases will result in higher premiums that we will have to pass on to the bigger customers, a Newsmax spokesperson told The Beast. The spokesperson also talked about replacing the channel with new content, so it's unclear if discussions will continue. DirectTV dropped One America News, a right-wing alternative that provided a more critical outlet for conspiracy theories, and House Republicans who approached the provider also complained about it. One of personal and corporate freedom. Dominion also sued One America magazine, whose coverage of the 2020 presidential race and alleged fraud during the race was reported by Trump himself. Elsewhere in the House, it looks like Republicans will continue their aggressive investigation efforts over the next 2 years, including on the ongoing Judiciary Committee that should focus on what is called the militarization of the federal government. This focus area appears to include criminal and retaliation investigations of the federal government. Hagertat, Republican Wyoming, the original representative has been replaced. Liz Cheney, Republican Wyoming, will join the panel, which seems like a personal insult to Cheney given his time as the head of the House committee that investigated the Capitol crisis.